Hello everybody, this is Martin from AIT Teams, and in today's video I will show you or guide you through the main sections of Citadela Theme and plugins. In the previous video we've seen how easy it is to download Citadela, install plugins and import layout. Now I'll show you what is inside administration panels. If you click on Citadela Theme, you see Citadela Dashboard, and in this dashboard you can enter your API key. I'm having my installation on my laptop on localhost, so I don't need to enter API key. But if I install Citadela on a real website, on some domain, I need to enter API key. You can generate API key in your account. So if you have a subscription, if you have membership, you just enter your domain and copy and paste API key and it's done. Simple as that. Below that you have quick links, link to explore Citadela layouts, link to documentation and link to customer support. If you click explore layouts, it will bring you directly to layouts page, and you can browse layout, you can import any layout you like. I go back. If you click documentation, this will open up our website and you can see the documentation. You can search for any keyword you would like to read, and you can read about anything you like on our website. This documentation is always up to date. We constantly improving the documentation, adding new images, uploading videos, so it's always the best source to read something about functionality you would like to learn. And the last button is visit support. This will bring you to our system, and you'll be able to write your question, ask your questions, and we will answer it during our office hours. Next, you have a Citadela listing. If you click on this section, you have many things you can configure for Citadela listing, for directory functionality, for Citadela listing plugin. The first tab is integrations. This is showing this section is holding API keys for Google Maps and Google CAPTCHA keys. If you are using OpenStreetMap, you don't need to enter or generate Google Maps API keys. For more information, you can click on the button or on the link, and it will bring you to documentation and guide you exactly what to do, where to generate keys. Next thing is subscriptions. Citadela listing comes with pre-bundled WooCommerce subscriptions plugin. This plugin works perfectly with Citadela listing, with WooCommerce, and it allows you to sell subscriptions for your directory website, and it also works for paywall. You don't need to install anything else. You don't need to purchase WooCommerce subscriptions plugin. The only thing you need to do is click enable and click save, and it's done. The only thing you might need is to install WooCommerce if you haven't done already. I haven't done it, so I need to install WooCommerce, but it's an easy task. You can install it as any other plugin. Citadela listing plugin allows your visitors to administer items, and this is being done inside WordPress. If you would like to have a simplified version of WordPress and very easy to use and very intuitive admin panel, you can use Easy Admin. You just simply turn on easy admin, and click save. That's it. I don't need to worry about anything else that is below. Everything that is below is basically customization of the easy admin panel, look and feel of the easy admin. You can add your colors, you can add your or set your colors, you can add logo, and so on, so on. This is for more for advanced users. If you would like to play with that, no worries. You can try it. You cannot break anything. Next section is item reviews. This allows visitors to review items on your website. You can simply turn on and turn off this functionality and set the color. It's very easy. So you don't have to configure many things. You just click turn on and it works. It's very easy. Item extensions. It's a very popular feature for items. By default, items is holding information like address, title, description, GPS, and so on. But many times you would like to use other data. For example, if you are listing hotels, you would like to have information if the hotel has parking for free, or if it has pool or something. You can do it here in this section. I'll be doing videos about each individual feature, so I will cover that in the next video. The next section is item details. In this section, you can configure how user or how you can administer item. You can use classic editor. This what you see is what you get with the big editor, or you can use the new Gutenberg editor for your item. That means that it is super universal, and you can basically do anything you like with item, and each item can have a different design. This is very useful if you are building your own website. You are the only administrator, and you would like to have different items in different with different layouts, with different images and sections, and so on. Next thing is you can change the name of the slug of the item to something else. If you are listing hotels, you can type in hotel, and so on. And next section is claim listing. This claim listing feature allows you to pre-define or preload items, and the users who are owners of these items will claim their ownership. It means that they will pick the item, they will claim that this item is theirs, and if they pay for subscription or for some package, they can then administer their item. Again, I will go through each individual section and the feature in details, and I will cover that in the next video. Next thing that I will show you is Citadela special pages. These special pages come from Citadela listing plugin, and what it allows you to do is to change the design of automatically or dynamic pages. Dynamic page is, for example, a listing search result. If you search for something, you get results, and this results page can be configured. So, for example, you can have a search result on the left, and you can have a map on the right. Everything can be configured within these pages. So you can configure post category, tag page, date page, outer page, 404 page, item detail page. So you can preload some data or some design, and then in item, if you edit item, you only put your contact details or content, and this will automatically load within your page. Next section is Citadela Pro, and this is to configure some basically functions of, or it is an extension of Citadela Theme. It will allow you to configure things like announcement bar. It will allow you to turn on and off some features of the theme. This plugin is like Citadela Listings with Premium plugin. It is this functionality comes on the top of the free theme. So in general settings, you can set up Google Analytics tracking code. Please bear in mind that this is the old tracking code that is going to be discontinued next year, and we will be removing this section, and you will only use header code and footer code for that, because Google changed completely the way how they handle the code. Privacy tracking anonymized IP address of your website visitors. This is to do with GDPR. Next section, custom codes, header and footer code. You can enter any code you like, and this will be basically included in your on every single page. You can use style, you can use JavaScript, you can use HTML. It's up to you. You are free to use any code, and you are basically responsible what kind of code you put inside. If you would like to add some simple styles and improve the basic look and feel of the posts and pages, you can click here, and it will put some padding, more padding. It will look a bit more structured. By default in WordPress, if you include a feature image in the blog post, it is clickable. You can click on this image, and it will pop up on the screen. You see the bigger version, but you can disable that if you like. This very, very useful feature is reusable blocks. Reusable blocks can be used in Gutenberg on any page, post, or even in a custom post type like items. You can predefine some HTML or dynamic code, and then use it anywhere on your website. You can show the link to reusable blocks in your menu on the left hand side. So you just click here, click save, and it's there. And the last section, disable import export. If you're running a live website where you already imported your layout and you've done many changes, and you don't want to override that by accident, you simply disable import export. It will disallow you to import export new layouts. All right. Next section is Infobar. Infobar is can be used to display information like your website using cookies. So you click show Infobar, enter some text, and that's it. You click save, and it's done. Comments extension. This functionality is really can be used to show some additional information for users. What kind of information are they entering, and what you do with this information in comments field. This is requested by EU GDPR, and based on that you can enter the information. If you're outside of the EU, you don't need to worry about this. If you are EU customer, you can use common extension to explain customers or visitors what you do with their email address. So for example, you save it or you don't save it, you use it for marketing, you don't use it for marketing, it's up to you. So here are three fields. You can enter any information, any text, and based on your company processes, you can enter this information and show it on the website automatically. Announcement bar is the bar that comes on the top of your website on any and every page, and you can show it from for some time of the week or some time of the year. For example, if you're running a special offer for let's say next week, you can turn it on Sunday night and turn it off on Friday. Let's say you can configure everything within this page. You can add there even your custom code. If you can add here HTML, you can add here CSS, or you can use just a simple text with a button. This will do most of the time, and you can show customers that you're running a special offer, or they need to do something, or you want them to do something with call to action button. Next section is layouts. We've seen that before. It holds all the layouts that you can use. You're free to use. Import, you can view the demo of this layout, and if you like the layout, you can just click on import layout, and it will import it into your website. Next section is import layout from file. If you have your own layout, you can just select it from your PC, from your laptop, and import. You can create your own layout using this section, layout exporter. Layout exporter allows you to export everything that you have in your website that is connected to Citadela. That means that your settings, your pages, your posts, images, and it will create basically a zip file like we use for our own layouts. And this will allow you to migrate your website from one location to another location. Please know that it will not export all information from WordPress. I mean, it will not export, if you're using some third-party plugins, it will not export everything from these plugins. It will export only information, pages, posts, and items, and so on from Citadela theme. Next section is events. Use connection to events calendar plugin with Citadela items. If you install that plugin, you can basically click the checkbox and make a connection to events. So one listing can list events, and even if you list events, you have a link to individual item. I will show you it in some other video explaining how it works. In the meantime, this video is not ready. In the meantime, you can check the documentation. It is covered on our page. Next section is items. You can configure items like any other custom post type. You can configure categories. You can configure locations. There is a standard page for administering categories. The same is for location. It's basically the same thing. If you click on add new item, it will bring you standard editor. You can enter information like address, contact, opening hours, image gallery, upload the track from GPS tracks, and so on and so on. I will cover that in the other video. So that's it for today, and please check some other videos about Citadela showing various functionality of the theme and plugins. Thank you.